Have you been thinking it's time to reevaluate your life? In this video, we're going to give you 3 questions to ask yourself to help you do just that. Hi, I'm Pastor Andrew.
And I'm Amanda, a licensed therapist. So let's get into those questions. Okay, so first of all, the first one's kind of a general check-in. So simply, number 1, am I who I want to be? So basically with this, how are you in regards to physically, emotionally, spiritually? Are you who you want to be? Another way of looking at it is simply, okay, if I keep going the same course that I'm on now, where will I be in 5 years? Am I okay with that?
Am I who I want to be? That is a hard question sometimes. It's one that forces us to look in the mirror sometimes. And sometimes we don't like what we see. But it's an important question to ask yourself because ultimately it deals with you. The core of who you are. Are you who you want to be? Emotionally, are you happy? Are you upset? Are you angry?
And it's definitely kind of down at the deep core of yourself as well, because obviously with the circumstances right now, you may not be, skip to the loo. You may not be incredibly excited about what's going on, and that's not necessarily what we're talking about, but more at the core, are you satisfied at your being? Considering spiritually, do you feel close to God? Do you feel content in your circumstances? Even though the chaos is everywhere, are you kind of at peace? Are you at peace with yourself? And just basically checking in with are you happy with where you've landed? Where you've taken yourself? And this is just such a good time, just such a good season to kind of sit back and reevaluate. Am I doing what I want to be doing? Am I where I want to be in life? It's just a really easy way to just kind of reevaluate things. Okay, number 2, what would you dare to dream of doing? So consider it this way as well. If all the perceived obstacles were out of the way, what would you do?
Come on.
So I think that's really important because a lot of times we look at all those obstacles and then we just don't even try. Another thing to put it this way too as well is, are there anything you're settling with? So just some good questions to kind of ponder in regards to kind of reevaluating things. We also like to take special note that there is also some obstacles that are real obstacles. Now the last question kind of mentioned some perceived obstacles in your way, but there are also some real obstacles. And right now with this pandemic, there's a lot of them. Everyone's situation is so different. Some of you don't have jobs anymore. We want to be empathetic to that. Some of you have lost loved ones and we grieve and pray with you. There are so many things going on right now that are real legit obstacles. Perhaps you had a dream and now that the pandemic is here, now things have switched and now your dream is going a different direction. Or perhaps your goals for this year, you had them set up and you knew what you were going to do, what you were going to achieve, and now things have kind of shifted. For us, we had one actual goal that was, a specific trip that we were going to take that now is not likely to be this year. Also we're planning a church. So that's been some different challenges there. So
definitely the way that you plan a church, at least you go to all these classes and they teach you about things, is it's very relational, it's very social. And the whole point this year, when we began this year, was we're going to take people out to eat. We're going to have one-on-one time, and we're going to go and meet them at their houses.
Meet people, shake hands, smile, make actual relationships.
Go outside, you know.
Yeah, and events. There's, for a church, you go to all these events. You want to meet as many people as possible. The larger the group gathering, the better.
The better, right.
So we've obviously had to adjust.
Yes.
The way that we were taught, the way we were planning for this year is going to be different. It is not stopping us.
No, not at all.
We're going to do things more online. We just had to pivot.
That's right.
And that's something for you to consider when you're reevaluating yourself and everything, is that, even reevaluating this time period, is there a goal that you still can reach, but maybe a different way to get to it?
That's right. That's good.
Or perhaps some new goals as well. But I don't want to negate. There are also perceived.
That's right.
Perceived obstacles. And these are the obstacles that are in your way that are more in your mind. So in regards to perhaps your fear of failure, or just that you just fear and feel that you can't do this. And for whatever reason it is, maybe you think that you're not good at speaking, or you're not good at that skill, or just there's so many ways that your mind can get in the way. So I think it's really important for you to really think through, what are your dreams?
That's good.
What do you want your life to look like? And what are some action steps that you can actually take
That's right.
to get there? Okay, number 3. How are your habits? So it's really good also to think through, am I filling my time with time wasters? So I think another thing that's really helpful is, how did you spend your time before the pandemic? How are you spending it now? And do you plan on making any changes when society opens again? Has this season, created you to reevaluate how you spend your time? And is there anything that you want to change and make different?
That's a hard question. I think it causes us to really think about a lot of things, but most importantly, the things that I am occupying myself with, are they moving me forward?
Yeah.
I think in the midst of this, something that we're all turning to is a lot of TV, and maybe social media. And these are great things. We want to stay connected. We want to stay informed, but they can easily overtake our lives. And if we allow
I think
them.
it's all about within reason.
Yeah.
And what's good for you and what's not. When you realize you have been in a scroll hole and you've just done nothing productive and time has just gone by. There's times when you are aware that you really are just wasting time.
Absolutely. And one of the things you can think about as well is the relationships around you. If you're investing time into these time wasters, are you negating or neglecting maybe the relationships around you? We're in this season of isolation, but we don't have to be. We could be, we have the ability to just continually reach out. And so I asked myself at the end of this, did I spend the time building up my loved ones and my circle of friends and things like that? Or did I neglect that?
And true, that's something to reevaluate in yourself at any time, not just necessarily in this season, but also thinking through your dreams. Are they just self-focused or also other-focused? So it's the same thing, being able to put others at a priority and really, really focus on what matters most.
That's good. So ask yourself, is your dream really going to come true with the way that you're spending your time? Or are there changes that you need to make?
Yeah. We think it'd be extremely helpful if you take some time and just journal the answers to these questions and reevaluate. God will fulfill your God-given dreams. If you're really serious about focusing on your dreams, make sure you check out down below. We have our free daily mindset renewal guide. I think it will truly bless you and really help you get the right mindset to believe and go after your dreams.
And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and please share it with your friends.
And as always, make sure you subscribe for more weekly influential encouragement and inspiration. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.